If you're anything like me, you have been waiting in a state of suspense to discover what are the latest manifestations of the ubiquitous bald-headed figure that has been at the heart of Christopher Orchard's work for so long. I'm glad to see that he is as maddening as usual, so infuriatingly enigmatic, always contemplative, preoccupied, anguished, facing an impending force of some kind. And he is without a name. What do we call him? Everyman? Universal individual? Traveller? Solitary figure? Archetype of humanity? Pulcinella? He has been given all these monikers, and I'm sure many more. His creator adamantly rejects any suggestion that he's a self-portrait, but I don't for a moment believe such denials. Not that he bears any direct physical resemblance to the handsome Chris, but rather that after so many years of such close companionship, he has elicited from the artist the kind of empathy that causes some people to come to resemble their dogs. Or, as Chris himself puts it, he inhabits this elemental avatar. You know how so many artists either don't have a great deal to say about their work, or they concoct one of those terrifying artist statements, which is likely to contain as much pretentious gobbledygook as the average corporate vision statement. Talk to Chris, though, and I strongly recommend that you do so after these brief formalities, and you will be treated to an unaffected stream of consciousness consisting of enthralling tidbits of information or more frequently suggestion. You will be told that the geometry, the composition of a picture, is of paramount importance to him, and that whilst 10 years ago his works were crowded with devices, these days everything is stripped down to its essentials, for he now trusts in an innate narrative. Using neither preparatory drawings nor photographs, he just gets straight into it, rejoicing in the sheer pleasure of drawing. You will learn that in the pastels, the first for 15 years, by the way, you are looking at the canaries in the coal mine, giving an early warning of a coming crisis. The pétanque game, called Approaching Storm, may show 3 of the men, or perhaps it's the same one 3 times over. Then there's the one bending over a table, number 12 in the catalogue. Is he reading a book, or has he perhaps snapped a disc? Why is the figure in basement 1 and basement 2 standing in a spotlight? Answer, it doesn't matter a hoot. What's important is the theatricality of it. The apparently robust men far over there are probably just playing at being incapacitated in scenes inspired by the 18th century French printmaker Jacques Callot, who drew returning war veterans. And finally, if you are lucky, you will be slipped the vital piece of information that starts to make sense of this puzzling character. Waiting for Godot is a constant and overriding influence. Indeed, the artist confesses that Estragon is growing old along with him, and that in some of the works, Godot has been and gone, leaving Estragon or Vladimir, or both, in a state of amnesia. In case this explanation still doesn't make everything crystal clear to you, let me finish by turning to other works of Beckett to draw a parallel. In 1986, the incomparable Billy Whitelaw came to the Adelaide Festival to perform 2 playlets written specially for her, Footfalls and Rockabye. I asked her if she would be willing to be subjected to a lunchtime forum discussion, and she agreed. She said she then phoned Beckett and said to him, "I'll be addressing this meeting and I'll be asked to explain Beckett. How the hell can I explain what your plays are about? I don't know." "When you get out there," the great man replied, "you can tell them that the author doesn't know what they're about either." I rest my case and have great pleasure in declaring this exhibition open.
actually actually a really old friend. Said to me, call me young colorist with a
It's all relative.
Yeah.
We have old relatives.
Cherry is
So,